By the time that Cedric returned from what is now Zimbabwe in 1962, he had already learned the imperatives of race and resistance from his grandfather, be they the importance of Joe Louis winning a fight, assisting his grandfather in his janitorial rounds, or standing up against overtly oppressive powers. While he may well have seen poverty and racism up close, he also had experienced the fierce protection of overqualified black teachers as they ensured that he would acquire the skills he needed to survive, even thrive. Cedric had participated in his own generation's acts of resistance against the House Un-American Activities Committee's witch hunts, the discriminatory practices in the Bay Area, from Woolworths to Auto Row, with many stops in between. He had found that the University of California at Berkeley would not allow him to bring Malcolm X to campus as a speaker, even as the university celebrated the presence of a dictator's wife and a major Christian evangelist. Fortunately, there were more enlightened community organizations that agreed to host the event in 1961. By 1963, the university had relented and allowed Malcolm to speak on campus. Cedric's trip to southern Rhodesia was his second international experience, as he had used the occasion of his suspension from the university to spend some months in Mexico. In both countries, he witnessed both discrimination and resistance and began to draw connections to the realities of Oakland, California. In the piece for the Sun Reporter, he drew attention to these global connections and concluded with an indictment of the media, making his first of many forays into media criticisms. As noted in the second epigram, for the unaware, nothing was amiss. The unaware, Cedric would argue, were so not necessarily through their own fault, but because so much of the events of the moment and our histories were erased, elided, or simply denied. When perusing the contents of this volume, understand that much was a recuperative project, not simply a theoretical or academic one.